Hi everyone, Kirk here with Kirk's Motorrad Shop in Crystal Lake, Illinois, bringing you another do-it-yourself video. Today's video is going to be on a 2007 K1200GT, and the reason I'm making this video is these GTs, these early GTs, have a bit of an issue with the throttle. When you are trying to go a constant speed, it tends to be very difficult to keep that constant speed unless you're using the cruise control. It will hesitate on acceleration, not gross acceleration, but you can feel it if you just try to roll on just a little bit on the throttle, you know, maybe pick up a few miles an hour. It has this weird hesitancy in the throttle, and I believe that that is due to the computer trying to lean it out as much as possible for gas mileage. Who knows what BMW was thinking, you know. Anyway, so the airbox temperature sensor needs to be modified basically in order for it to work. Now if I were to just unplug the airbox temperature sensor like I would on an early model LT, then that would cause this thing, because it has a CAN bus system, it would throw a code, the engine light, you know, the check engine light, all that stuff would come on. So you've got to have a way to fool it. So I picked up one of these here, this booster plug, off the internet. They're around 160 bucks. This is what you get. You get a little box. It's probably a resistor inside there, and then you got two plugs and a temperature probe. Now I'm not really sure why BMW put the sensor where they did, because it's BMW, you know. They build motorcycles weird. That's part of it, right? Anyways, let's go over here and take a look at where they put this thing. So this booster plug, it says that it's going to really help with hesitating, and you know, it'll smooth out the throttle. And that's exactly what I am hoping that it does. So I'll use the probe to point to where it is. Right here is the airbox temperature sensor. They put it right behind, you know, on top of the engine. All of the temperature from the radiator is being blown back here. It's sitting on top of the engine, so it's, you know, the airbox itself is heating up, and it's causing the temperature to read very high, especially when the ambient temperature is up over 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Had they actually put it up in here, up inside of the air horn, then it probably would have been a non-issue. But anyway, so what you do is you just unplug your airbox temperature sensor, which I'm going to do that now. So sadly, you've got to remove the gas tank to do this. So on the back side of that, there's a wire clip just like this here. You just push this clip in, and you can pull out the wire. There it goes. All right, there it is. All you need to do is take this unit, plug the male end into this one, like that, and take this end and plug that into where the original one was. There it is. I'll stuff this down in here. You just want to make sure that you don't get these wires in the way of your throttle. Okay, you can see the throttle's right here, so you want to get these things. You might have to use some zip ties or something, maybe zip tie them to these hoses right here. That's probably what I'm going to do, because I don't want to get involved in, you know, getting something down here and hitting the throttle, and then it's you know, could cause a disaster. We don't need disasters. Now where do you route this thing? Well, the way I'm going to route this is I'm going to come up through here, alongside the battery, and then go up underneath you can still see it in the video here, right up underneath the battery cradle. And the idea is to get this thing up into as much fresh air as you can. You know, they give you enough here that you can do this. So the other thing I'll do now is I'm going to snake it up underneath here, right up underneath this cradle part here, a frame piece. Just trying to keep it out of the way as much as possible. It's going to come right up here, right alongside of my cables. I'm just going to zip tie it right there. That's going to be out of the way for turning, and it's basically going to be hanging out in the open air. So now I'm going to get a much better cool temperature reading even in the heat of the summer. I hope you got something out of that. Again, just make sure that that wire, none of those wires are going to interfere with any moving parts, your throttle, that kind of thing, and also your handlebars. You know, you got to make sure you can turn them back and forth, and there's not going to be any issues with binding or getting things hung up or stuck. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.